team like Kyrie and KD, or the Lake Show with King James and AD. Wish I could match him up with the bad boys from the 80s, but no black and white, I need that in HD. HenDawgz.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy HenDawgz, and we back to it. You know how we do it. Part 4. Part Chris Webber. Part Antoine Jameson. Part what are the number 4s is it? Write some number 4s in the comments. I can't really think of no number 4s at the top of my head, but we got part 4, man. Part 4 of the NBA Dream Team documentary. I hope y'all enjoyed the first 3. I know I have. I've learned, a lot of stuff in those first 34 minutes. But we're about to watch another probably 15 to 20 more minutes, and then we'll have time for another one. So we'll be doing 5 parts to this. So I hope y'all been enjoying them. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if y'all not already. Make sure y'all like this video if y'all like this video. And write something in the comments. But most importantly, enjoy this video, man. But let's get into it. We got the NBA Dream Team 1992 full documentary part 4. Let's get it.
I may be green, Chuck. Chuck was playing his practice schedule around our golf time. That to me was ideal. Play a little bit of basketball, play a little golf, and you're in Monte Carlo.
Yeah, it sounds like a fact.
Can't beat that.
The relationship that a head coach has with his main guy is incredibly important. Chuck's ability to get Michael is amazing, because think of how bitter enemies they had to be. Chuck devised the defense that drove Jordan out of his mind. And yet, here they are playing golf together.
That's funny. So Chuck Daly, I think he really was super smart. A lot of people were saying he kind of threw that game against the young guys. And I was kind of thinking, like, there's no way, he was playing chess like that. But I'm starting to think he probably was. Because they go another situation where everybody knew that Chuck Daly was the person that, put that Jordan, what is it, the Jordan rules or whatever. They did that on Jordan, where they was fouling him and, roughing him up, hitting him out the air, like doing all this stuff that was kind of messed up for real in a way. So you would think that, Michael Jordan wouldn't mess with him, but Chuck Daly, like, nope, I know what I got to do. I got to play golf with the man. Like, if I play golf with Jordan, he might forget about the Jordan rules or something. So I feel like, yeah, Chuck Daly was a little smart. He was smarter than I thought.
Jordan could really have unbelievably bad feelings towards Chuck.
For sure.
Chuck understood that, and he embraced them.
Chuck, I gotta get you this. I gotta get you this.
You shoot 72. I like that.
That was a bonding thing for me and Chuck. Always been a thing that I treasure just as much as being a part of the team.
He said he treasured playing golf with his coach just as much as actually playing on the Olympic team. That's how you know Jordan to go, because you can't say stuff like that and just be an average player, because he would get a lot of kickback on that. But it's Jordan, like he can say whatever he wants, and he's playing basketball at the highest level possible, so it's like you can say stuff like that.
For Jordan, golf was only one part of the whirlwind schedule, which his teammates were discovering was just the way he liked it.
What are you doing today, HenDawgz? You want to sleep?
I remember thinking that. Does this guy ever sleep?
Golf, 36 holes. I'm playing it tomorrow too.
He would do more things and be ready to practice and play as much as anybody.
The thing that I remember the most was going out and playing golf with Michael Jordan before a game, and I thought, I'm going to be exhausted tonight. And Michael just had ridiculous energy and was...
I heard this. Let me know if I'm right or wrong, but I hear that, like, if you don't play golf like consistently, if you don't play golf, on a weekly, daily basis or whatever, like, you will be super sore after playing. So a lot of these players who don't really play golf like that, you can't just go out there and just think you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be like super sore for the next game. You might not even be able to play the next game. You're gonna be so sore just from playing golf. Like, I think like a casual person think of golf as just like this super like easy and like just like this sport that you can't get sore from. But I've heard from multiple people like, yeah, the first time you go out and play golf or shoot golf or whatever they call it, like you're gonna be super sore. So the fact that Jordan was doing all of that and then playing the next day, like, kind of show you know the type of athlete he was.
Phenomenal. I felt like I was running in quicksand a little bit. And so, you know, it gave me a whole nother level of respect for kind of the freak of nature that he really is.
Grab that plate of food, Jim.
We played cards in Magic Room till 5 o'clock in the morning, pretty much every night. It was so much fun.
Right, homie? Yeah, I'm tired.
He's like a bionic guy, or he'd play cards, play golf, play basketball.
Jordan, going all the way.
I don't know when he ever slept.
I feel like Jordan just like he had to keep that competitive like mindset going all day long. Like it wasn't like they were saying he was just, you know, just doing just regular stuff, you know, when he was sleeping. Like they said, no, he was playing cards, which is competitive. He was shooting golf, which is competitive. He was playing basketball, which is competitive. He was practicing at the highest level because he was competitive. Like everything he did was stuff that was like competitive stuff. So it's like he needed to keep his competitive attitude going, which I think was what allowed him to translate that and keep that mindset on the basketball court. Like that's kind of my take on that. What y'all think?
Finally, after a ball game, he was just lying down. And I looked at him, I said, I think that's the first time he's gone to sleep on the whole trip.
Yawning now.
After a few days in Monte Carlo, the players returned to the court for an exhibition against the French national team.
Hey!
You know, everybody had their eyes on one team. We could feel it. It was just such talent and such incredible skill, and it was just such a pleasure to watch.
The Americans won the game easily, even if their performance was far short of seamless.
It was a great game. A lot of sloppy passing. I didn't like any of it.
It was a terrible game, and U.S. looked half interested. And so Chuck, kind of the next morning in Monte Carlo, even though everybody was a little hungover and tired, had to really kick their butt.
Chuck says, okay, this is what's going to happen. We're going to play it like a real game. We're going to play 4 quarters. We had me, Scotty, Mullins, Bird, and Patrick. And
before we get into this scrimmage, because I kind of heard about this, I heard it's a super dope scrimmage. Let's fix this posture. Let's get up there. You know, we don't need no bad backs.
Magic had his 5. We weren't going to change that team at no point in time. You got your 5, I got my 5.
We gave them the college guy. You can have Christian Laettner. We don't want him. You can have him.
He's just over there waiting to tag in. But it was about pride. And the college kid couldn't help either one of the teams.
Michael Jordan called Clyde out and went at him. Tell him, this is what I'm going to do to you. Fall away jumper. Good. What did I tell you? So I said, no, Clyde, you better get him back. You better get him back. Charles Barkley said, I want to take Karl Malone now. So Charles gets it. Fall away jumper. Good. Okay. I said, oh, Karl, you got to get him back. You better go down there and get him back. Karl went right at him. Jump shot. You ain't nothing.
Magic was in there instigating, man. But hey, iron sharpens iron. That's what was going on at this time. Like all the battles that was going on, little did they know that they was making their team even better. Like this is legendary stuff right here.
You ain't nothing, Barkley. So man,
I came down. His energy is real high. He feels like he's in an opportunity to prove himself.
Look at the pass.
And showcase that, hey, look, I'm still Magic Johnson. I still dominate this game.
We go from here.
Magic was saying, you ain't the guy, and we got other players in this gym.
Don't be cheating on me.
Doesn't take much to get Michael going. Just a little something to tweak him, and it's on.
So how old was Magic and how old was Jordan right here? I want to kind of see the age difference between those two at this very moment right here. I'm actually curious. Oh my God!
Never liked to lose. Mike always got that look. When you see that look,
then you know just give him the damn ball and get out the way.
As much as it was 5-on-5, you could see in Monte Carlo that it was gravitating towards, okay, Michael and Magic.
Magic was hesitant to surrender his place on the mountaintop. And Michael, being Michael, he needed to say, no, I'm on the top of the mountain now.
Magic was saying, look, NBA's not yours yet.
I love
I'm
it.
still here. Michael's like, no, it's over. This is mine. And the funny thing was Larry was sitting on the side going, it's his.
Damn.
Chuck realized the competition aspect was getting a little bit too high. He wanted to end practice, but Magic didn't want to end because he wanted to keep playing because we just kicked his ass.
How you like that ass kick when we gave you? No. Come on now. Well, y'all got the first quarter of practice.
By the time practice was over, even Magic had to acknowledge basketball's landscape had been changed forever.
That's so fire, man. Because it's like, he didn't just give it to him. He like, I don't care who you are. I don't care that you're Michael Jordan. I don't care that you got your own shoes. You know, you are this global guy. Like, I'm still that man. Like, even if Magic really didn't believe that, the fact that, you know, he was projecting that, and the fact that he was out there, you know, going at Jordan, like, that's super dope to me. Because he's like, I'm not about to just hand this over. I'm not about to hand over the keys to just anybody, or I'm not about to just hand it over to Jordan just cause, you know, like, you gonna have to actually, you know, take it from me. And should it seemed like Jordan did. That's what a lot of them were saying in this video. But that's super dope, man. It's just kind of cool to see, like, the transition. And, you know, Magic was that guy. Like, again, let me know how old he was, but he was the guy. And Jordan, like, you know what? I think I'm that guy now.
Larry and I were talking, and Michael walks in, and he says, "There's a new sheriff in town."
Damn.
And we both hit each other like, well, he's not lying.
Monte Carlo was kind of a turning point. Walls started to come down from, you know, when you're playing against each other, you have these rivalries. These are my teammates now. They're guys that, you know, that I'm looking towards for support. It seemed like we became more friends than anything else.
The players were off to Barcelona, headed to the Olympics, unmistakably as a team.
Come along, B-Day. They all got their kids, wives on the plane. That's so hard, man. Like, that's so dope. That's the dopest thing about basketball, man. That's something I used to always say about me. It's like, basketball didn't allow me to go to 30, 40 states, probably, like 2 different countries. Like, it's gave me the opportunity to do so much stuff. And it's kind of the same for them. Like, they got their kids, their wives, like, all of them on the plane going to Barcelona. Like, their kids was 1-2 years old in Barcelona because of the game of basketball. Like, that's just super dope to me, man. Like, basketball is a great tool to
The
have.
United States men's basketball team landed in Barcelona for the Olympics on July 24th, 1992. In store was an experience unlike anything they or the sports world had ever seen.
Rock
Plane
stars.
landed in Barcelona, helicopters flying over it.
We're thinking, wow, what is all the commotion? What happened? And then we figured out they were there for us.
That was the first time that we realized how popular and how enormous this thing was. I was like, guys, if we lose, it's going to be like the biggest upset in sports history.
Can't lose.
Barkley was right. There was no margin for error, a reality the rest of the team openly accepted in their first press conference in Spain.
I know I'm really afraid to fail because I can't go back home if we don't win the gold. Even though from a little small place in Summerfield, those 250 people there said, I can't come back.
That's a lot of pressure.
Meanwhile, handled an endless barrage of questions as only he could.
How did you feel in 1972 when the Soviet Union beat the United States in that wild game?
Well, Well, I had just flunked my entrance exam into kindergarten, so that's the only thing.
I'm about to say, 1972.
Everybody that has ever been in front of a camera, we tend to not say certain things.
Why don't they just take their ass whooping like people and go home?
Barkley says things that we would think about and never say.
We're gonna have a little revenge in our hearts for 72.
I like being able to watch Charles Barkley's interviews like while he was playing, because I watch a lot of his stuff now, and I feel like he say a lot of dumb stuff, but it's just like, it's Charles Barkley. You know, he's not the greatest commentator or whatever. He's just gonna say the dumb stuff on TV, and that is what it is. But back here, he was saying the dumb stuff, or just saying, like, I don't want to say dumb, but just saying the controversial stuff, but then going out and scoring 30 and 40. So I like to see these type of interviews too, man, because it kind of put into perspective like the way he talks now, and I can be like, okay, he's talking crazy now, but I remember what he used to do back in the day, so it's actually kind of cool.
2 and 88. David, he can't say that because he's a Christian, but
He said, man, you don't talk honestly enough to the media. You need to tell them what you're really thinking. I said, Charles, you talk too much to the media. You need to stop telling them everything you're thinking.
And when Charles was asked about the team's first opponent, his prediction was as honest as ever.
I don't know anything about Angola, but Angola's in trouble. I think.
I love it, man.
Just moments ago, the Dream Team boarded the bus outside their hotel along the Ramblers. They're heading for their first matchup in Barcelona with the Angolans.
I can remember the first game, the real game, when we came out of the locker room and stepped on the court. And I finally said to myself, I can't believe this, I'm here.
At that point, we were in serious Olympic mode.
Okay.
Actually, maybe the
Tip-top shape.
mismatch of the entire Olympics.
Hey, and they said Charles Barkley was like 6'4", 6'5", wasn't even tall. Hey!
The U.S. with a 46-1 run.
46-1 run?
It was just a tremendous atmosphere because there was an appreciation for how great the U.S. players were.
After the first half, Barkley's pregame prediction appeared dead on. But in the second, Charles found some trouble.
The players in Angola, the play against Charles Barkley, they told us there's no a kid, a fat boy, is many aggressive in the paint.
Rebound Barkley. Rebound Barkley. And he's fouled.
Oh, sure.
Charles getting a bit aggressive.
So I did my research. I think episode 2, they talked about Angola, and I was saying I had no clue where it was, but I had to do my research. It's in Africa. Like I definitely should be knowing where that's at. So I think right on the border. I know it's right on the water too, so it's probably a super nice place too. So if you've ever been to Angola, write in the comments, your experience there, and what you thought about that state or that country.
I think we're playing dirty. And I told old boy, I don't even know if he understood my, hey man, ease up on the elbow.
Barkley from Pippen.
I let it go twice.
You can see the frustration with Barkley.
And the next time I just cracked him.
You punched him?
Barkley from Pippen.
Oh.
And a technical foul has been called on Barkley.
To his dying day, Charles claims the guy elbowed him 3 times. I said, Charles, you're full of crap.
No, it's not true.
Damn.
I didn't elbow Barkley before the incident.
People always say, turn the other cheek. If you turn the other cheek up, get you another cheek too.
I thought, what are you doing, Charles? The guy is half your size. But Charles was an equal opportunity abuser.
Erlander Kodipra did not think it was a...
oh, my God.
That's the same guy that just asked for an autograph, Charles. I mean, you think he's not intimidated?
I think he's acting like a bully. But maybe it's from his personality.
The United States has defeated Angola by the score of
The
116 to 48.
game may have ended in a rout, but afterwards, the result was overshadowed by the controversy.
Well, flipped the elbow.
Well, he hit me, I hit him. That's the way it is.
Charles made you look like the ugly Americans, which we were trying not to do.
We said to Charles, look, man, you're a reflection of all of us. So if you do it, they're not going to write the article that Charles Barkley did. They're going to say the dream team.
So do y'all think, let me know in the comments, do y'all think that the Angola was playing dirty towards Charles Barkley, or was Charles Barkley just being a bully? Because I honestly, in none of those clips, I mean, they didn't really zoom in on nothing, but I didn't see Angola throwing no elbows. But I also don't see why Charles Barkley would just be mad just to be mad. But maybe he was just, Charles Barkley was just a bully. They say he was a bully. That's what the players for Angola says. So maybe that's the case, but I don't know. I'm sure to this day Charles Barkley is going to tell us that, that they was elbowing.
Barkley had stained a dream debut for the Americans. But in their next game against Croatia, Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan grabbed the spotlight, with the focus on their matchup with one of Europe's best players, Tony Kukoc.
Major storyline that carries into this game involves Tony Kukoc, second-round pick of the Chicago Bulls back in 1989. The Bulls made a strong push to sign him last season.
At that time, general managers in the league were trying to come up with gems, make their discoveries overseas. And Krause thought this guy could play in the NBA.
While Jordan and Pippen had been winning back-to-back titles, Chicago GM Jerry Krause had been publicly wooing Kukoc to join the Bulls.
So, NBA, this was after the second championship. Write in the comments, let me know. I'm pretty sure, Jordan won one, then he won two, and this is the summer of that second championship, so he would end up getting his three-peat that next year. Let me know in the comments, though. I think that's how it was. But I'm not sure.
Krause was recruiting this guy and talking how great he was. That's like a father who has all his kids, and now he sees another kid that he loves more than he loves his own. So we were not playing against Tony Kukoc. We were playing against Jerry Krause in a Croatian uniform.
But unfortunately for the real Tony Kukoc, he was now the target of the world's two best defensive players.
They were debating who was going to guard him. No, I got it. No, I got it.
I'm looking at Michael and Scotty, and they're ready for, blood. Man.
We knew the world was going to be watching. We knew everyone wanted to see what Tony Kukoc was like, and we were going to give him the worst experience he ever had on the basketball court.
That's so funny, though, because it's like, I don't know if I would have that mentality towards my teammate, towards the player that wants to play for my team. They just won 2 championships, I think. And then, they like, the GM of the Chicago Bulls, like, hey, we got another player that's really good that's going to come help us, win more championships. And Jordan and Scotty took the approach like, what you mean you going to get somebody else to help us? Like, we don't need no help. And because of that, they like, okay, we're about to lock this dude down. We ain't about to let him score a point. But it's like, it's kind of a funny mentality to have, because you would think that they'd probably just be cool with him. Like, all right, this is about to be our teammate that's about to help us. Like, we gonna gotta let him shine a little bit so people can see who our new teammate gonna be. But they like, nah. Cross, bro, you ain't about to bring nobody new to our team. Like, why fix something that ain't broken? And I think that's kind of hilarious, for real.
Pippen drew the initial assignment of shadowing Kukoc and harassed the Croatian from the opening whistle.
It was hard to run across the half court without a ball. and with the ball, it was just, here, somebody else get it.
Tony definitely wasn't getting a shot up, and he wasn't going to score.
Kukoc is nothing for 4, and he's contributed nothing.
Do nothing.
We wanted to go guard him on the bench.
Kukoc is called for the offensive foul, and the pressure continues.
And after Pippen wore Kukoc down, it was Jordan's turn.
Kukoc. Stolen by Jordan. He reads it better than anyone. Slams up.
Them dudes were all over him.
Here's a 3-on-2. Pippen.
Ooh, that's nice, Scotty.
I had questions from my teammates during the game, like, what is going on? Do you not see that they're really trying to get you off the court. And we're like, so what? I guess that's how NBA game is played.
Nah.
Pippen, Jordan, and the Americans cruised to another victory. This one by 38 points.
By 40?
The domination had its detractors.
I kind of get it though, because from Scotty's perspective, because I think this was around the same time when Scotty, signed that 7-year, $2 million deal or whatever that terrible deal that he signed. So in his head, he probably like, they trying to go get Tony Kukoc. They not paying me so they can pay Tony Kukoc. So I'm about to show them that I'm way better. So I kind of get it from his standpoint for sure. But for Jordan probably is like, hey, if Scotty don't rock with him, I don't rock with him. Like, that's probably how Jordan's mindset was. But I really don't know. I really don't understand why Jordan started putting the clamps on him like that, like more than usual.
Team of All-Stars is almost too good. Is it a positive or a negative?
The question was now being asked, was the Dream Team too great for its own good?
And that's where we're going to stop this video at, man. That was a great part 4. I think that was my favorite sequence of this documentary, because it was just kind of dope to see the whole Tony Kukoc situation. Just kind of the Chuck Daly and Michael Jordan connection. Like, it was a lot of good stuff within this, I don't know how long, 18 minutes or whatever. But I appreciate y'all watching, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if y'all want to watch the last Dream Team documentary series. Just subscribe if you want to see more basketball stuff. I got a whole bunch more coming. I appreciate everybody that's subscribed so far, that's been watching, that's been liking, commenting. Like, I appreciate everybody. And I also appreciate anybody that's still watching right now, because YouTube, I know there's a lot of people that don't have a long attention span. So if you're watching right now, write something in the comments, man. I definitely appreciate you. But until next time, man, we out.